Boom. This is session 38B with a period at the end, not a question mark. Where we are at. Last session, you guys finished up, I believe it was Moa's shrine. Moa being... Which one was Moa? Moa was the snake god. So you finished up Moa, kind of toodle-oodled down the street a little bit, and ended up at Obalaka, the Zorbo's shrine. A Zorbo being a kind of angry, like, if a panda wasn't cute and grew claws, that's what a Zorbo looks like. And you guys entered that shrine. Let's see. You found a hallway with a bunch of carvings and empty torch holders in it. In-game, that's where Orvex is currently scribbling notes, and Artis and Masika are just kind of keeping an eye on the hallway, I guess. In the room beyond, you found a pool that seems to have be a two-way teleport between an identical room on the west side with a pool in it. You opened a door and found a room, and I will just give that room's description again, just to... Oh, hey, look at that. That's fun. That note card needs to go in another part of the book for the other group. Fantastic storytelling, Grim. Please, tell us your notes while you narrate.
We're okay.
Yeah, so the room you're in, just to... God, why does my sound feel like I'm going insane? Okay, so the room you are
You've
in
never
now...
been sane.
Yeah. So just to give you guys the description of the room that you just walked into. There are 8 torches illuminating this room, although I think you can only really see 6 of them right now. Light washes over a floor mosaic. That's that square thing in the middle, or rectangular thing in the middle. The mosaic shows 2 creatures locked in combat, a small bear with sharp claws and a rabbit with a spiral horn on its forehead. In the middle of the room, a robed figure stands next to a waist-high pedestal, atop which rests a stone cube. The figure is bald and has one hand on the cube. It takes a moment to realize that the figure is a statue. And I think that is where we are at. Any questions? Since I think we kind of left off halfway through the shrine.
I can't see my character in that shrine.
You can't see Xanthiel? She's in the room.
Oh, there we go. I was able to see it by dropping a zombie in there.
Alright.
Weird. Were you selected on a different character, perchance?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Gale. Sib.
My
person.
favorite Gale has arrived.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it feels like someone's hammering a nail into my forehead, but I'll live with it.
You know what's the solution to that?
Alcohol?
Well, yes, and sex. At the
Oh
same
my
time,
god.
in copious amounts.
I'm just gonna make a fucking video of everything you say tonight and just put your picture and post it on YouTube. It's gonna be amazing.
I mean...
He's not wrong.
Okay, Sib, I just gave the recap, but basically you're in the shrine with the 2 magic pools, that you can seemingly dive into one pool and come out on the other side. Yeah, and there's a room that I don't think you've... Oh, you aren't even loaded in yet. Well, cool. I will check your loading in a second.
Yeah, I'm at 50% right now.
Cool. Cool. So Murakana or Xanthiel, do you guys want to do anything?
Weren't we in the... Sorry, like what? Oh, right. We were confronted by statue, weren't we? I think.
Yeah, that token of that dude, that's the statue.
No, I can't move around while the game is paused, apparently. Or do anything.
The game is not paused.
Right, says it is to me. Weird.
Does the statue look like it was actually carved, or if it was made through petrification? Like, does it look too soft for what it should be?
It looks incredibly lifelike.
It does appear we're dealing with a magic trap.
I'm going to reload it, because otherwise the game thinks that it's paused.
So when you say lifelike, would you say like master artist or like just
Like, you remember when Velnice got turned into stone?
it
looks
okay?
it looks like that. Although to the best of your
Fantastic.
knowledge, Zalcore is not present. Gale,
Well,
are
I
you able
wasn't
to see?
present for that event.
Oh, okay. Gale, are you able to see things?
Yeah, just load it in.
Okay, cool. So it's just Australian internet that's killing us. Although it's probably
It did take quite a bit longer than it normally does for me. So it
I
might
don't
just
know.
be naturally on top of that.
Yeah, and for some reason I have 217 milliseconds of ping in voice, which is kind of insanely high, in my opinion. I do not accept triple-digit latency. God damn it. But there's nothing I can do about it. Thanks, Comcast. So yes, it looks incredibly lifelike, Murakana. So what y'all wanna do?
Did you get loaded back in? There we go. Sarah, are you muted?
Oh, right. There we go.
I was like,
No,
where are you?
I wasn't muted. I had to change my push to talk key. It keeps defaulting to alt for some reason, which refreshes the page.
See, how do you have zombies again?
Need. Oh, I'm not supposed to. I needed you to delete them.
Oh, okay. Like, I know we have a necromancer in the other group, but
Oh no, she can do that as a cleric thing. She did so before.
okay,
She has raised dead.
cool.
Um.
He's slowly walking into the room to see if the statue does anything.
Pretty much, but like. No.
What was the deity of this temple again?
Obolaka. Which was the legend of Obolaka is that, or her part of the nine gods. So the story of the nine gods is kind of each of the. So the full thing is over in Tomb Plot. but there's 9 gods. For 8 of them, they each kind of paired off in some way in kind of opposition. Obolaka was going to try, and so all the 9 gods were basically trying to, well, some of them were trying to impress Ubteo, like the over-god of Chult. And usually each part of the story, one of them does something and one of the others screws it up, and Ubteo reacts in some way. The Obolaka story is that she went to make a soup of all of the...
Nothing.
Go ahead. Lyokin? Okay.
Fresh attack is no longer working, buddy.
But yeah, her story was she wanted to make a soup. She asked the little Almiraji unicorn rabbit to help, and the rabbit was like, hey, I'm going to put recklessness into the stew, which of course apparently she thought was a virtue, but nobody else does. And Ubteo did not like that stew, and now Obolaka and Aijin are enemies. So you could probably deduce that that sculpture on the floor of a bear-like thing fighting a rabbit with a unicorn horn is maybe a rendition of that story.
And that's why you don't buy clothes at the soup store.
Are you alive, Xanthiel?
Yeah, I just don't know what to do about the puzzle, so I don't know.
Hey, doesn't Gail, you still got that mechanical bird thing?
Yeah. Silu's literally right there.
You want him to pick the cube up off the pedestal while we leave the room? Now, horse goddess.
Actually, where is... Oh, there it is. Fucking... come on. I can't get Silu through the wall.
Where is Silu? Sorry, I can't see
Like,
it.
on the right pool.
Oh, gotcha. Yoink. Yeah, I don't think there's actually a valid wall path for you to move Silu. So Silu's on top of you now. Yeah, you got Silu.
There we go.
Go forth, mechanical birdie, and grab the stone.
What could possibly go wrong?
So you can have Silu try and pick the cube up.
Yep.
So Silu is easily able to grasp the cube, but as Silu grasps the cube, make a Constitution saving throw for Silu.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Silu has not passed, and Silu, let's see here. Yep, Silu turns to stone, and Silu and the cube fall to the floor. Silu is petrified. I feel like Silu has gotten the short end of many a stick in this game.
Well, we know not to touch that damn thing. Wow. Fuck. You're finding me a new gem if I can't fix it this time.
All right, I'll find you a new gem. I'm sure Mom has many. All right, I'm going to pull out two, see right here is 2 spears, and I'm just going to, like, poke it just gently real quick.
I'm sorry, you're pulling
But
up.
what
What do
does
you?
this thing right here in the middle say?
That's the
Is
mural
there
on the floor.
what does the
Um,
mural depict?
it's a little bear thing fighting a rabbit with a.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like the mural of the story of the two gods.
okay.
Why am I looking? I'm looking at your character sheet for some reason, Xanthiel, and I can't remember why.
Well, I was going to ask if there was something in the room, but it's a room.
It is a room.
I was going to ask if we could find any artifacts or anything, but I'm just seeing walls.
Yeah,
Anyone else want to try?
there's the walls, the pedestal, the statue, the mural, and the 8 torches. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. There is a for Xanthiel. You did notice a secret door in the other room,
Is
Which other
there
room?
a
which is locked.
Oh, the one at the start.
Just to let me The secret door requires a successful 15 perception check. You found it. Da 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 da. Yeah, the wall relief. The whole room is full of reliefs of characters doing various daily activities. The relief on that section of the wall where the door is a figure crafting a key. Sorry,
Is there anything where this torch is missing, or is it just nothing?
there's just nothing there.
Is there a holder for a torch?
No. Oh wait. Let's see. Is there? Torches. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's interesting. Yeah, there is an empty torch holder there. Sorry, there's 7 torches in this room. I love it when what
Who's got
they
a torch?
show you on the damn map and what's actually happening in the room aren't the same.
I'm just gonna assume that was a screw up and that torch does nothing, so I'm gonna ignore it.
Oh, this is roll 20 fucked this up. Okay. That's interesting.
Was there supposed to be a
Oh.
torch there?
Yeah, there is. There should be a torch right there. Sorry.
What the? How do? That was weird.
I put a
I didn't
torch
know
there.
you could. That's weird. Yeah, I didn't know you could put torches in.
I can
Oh,
put
there
a
goes my theory. So is everything on this guy a statue? Is he all stone? Anything left?
He is completely petrified. Tip to toe.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have anything that can stop that, so rip.
Is there anything that can undo it? Is it even possible?
It's a 6th level spell, so that's a negative, Chief.
Ooh. So this is an instant dead trap.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna pick up Silu and toss him at Gale. Sorry about your birdie, buddy.
Somebody needs to teach you a lesson about funeral rites.
Well, you know, I'm sure you're gonna build up a bigger, better mechanical birdie.
I'm just trying to think the OC thing, like recklessness in the soup. We got the rabbit here. I'm guessing that probably had something to do with the petrification on the thing.
I just don't know this one. I mean, I wish we had someone that could earth shape and just pick up the cube and throw it.
Yeah, well, I can't. I already used it to try to stone shape a door, and that didn't work, so this is magic stone or something.
I'm going to take one of my spears and drop it on the cube, but I'm not touching the spear.
Okay. So the spear falls and clatters to the floor.
Okay, so it appears that we can contact the cube, but not directly.
You can't touch it with flesh.
I
But
mean, points to the bird.
Silu wasn't flesh.
Well, then it shouldn't have worked. Flesh to stone is, well, it's only works on flesh creatures.
It's a homunculus, right?
Yeah. Homunculus servant, mechanical bird.
If the
dude.
target's body is made of flesh, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw. Other than that, it just won't work. Does nothing.
So the puzzle doesn't cast a spell, for what it's worth. It's literally just any creature that touches the puzzle cube makes a DC 15 con saving throw or is petrified.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to take my spears and I'm going to pick the cube up like a pair of chopsticks.
That sounds like a very bad idea. I
Is
would
it?
advise against that.
I love this idea.
Why?
I have no idea what's going to happen, but I love it.
I'm literally just going to pick it up like a pair of chopsticks, so I'm no point touching it. What do we do with this thing when I pick it up?
Well, we have to stow it away, don't we? So it seems like a bad idea to put it in our freaking storage bags when we can't touch it.
Anyone got cloth we can wrap it in? Actually, why are we even messing with this thing? Obviously, you said there was a secret door at the first room.
I don't
I'm
want
sure
to
that
touch
has
it
some-
even indirectly. Even standing on the same floor this thing is mounted to is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
The highest level spells to try to open it. It didn't work, so... Unless you guys have stone shape, which unlikely.
So you stone-shaped the secret door at the front of the building.
Yep,
You
didn't
guys
work.
didn't actually do anything to the secret door in the other room.
Secret door.
So
I didn't
Right.
know where it was, so I can't have done anything to it.
right over here is where there's
Right.
that secret door with the mural on it. The one you stone-shaped was down here.
Yeah, but alas, I only have one stone shape because it's a fourth level spell, so... And we don't have a key. Or anything that looks like a key. So I'm out of ideas.
Is there any shape in the door, like a cube?
So the mural on the door is a mural of a figure. It's like a carved mural of a figure crafting a key.
Hmm. Well, crap.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on this guy?
Is there what now?
Weird house.
Then again, he's just a statue. I guess everything turned to stone.
Yeah, he's just a human statue.
Well, shit. All right, guys, I'm out of ideas. What do you think? Other than tonging this thing out of the place.
The only spells I had that could have worked didn't, so...
So to let you guys know, this entire shrine can be solved without casting any spells.
Oh, sure it can.
I'm
but
going to do the thing
I
that we
tried
are
multiple
very
puzzle
bad at
puzzles.
remembering to do, and just Oh well, that's probably not gonna help.
Are you trying to use a particular skill set with your intelligence check?
I was gonna do the investigation thing, but I have the same score there, so it doesn't really change.
I'll say with an 8 on an investigation, all of the torches can be removed from the holders they're in here. That's pretty much the only thing you notice in particular.
Huh.
All right.
Well, it's not below a
I'm gonna-
5, so at least I have an excuse to say something.
I'm gonna start pulling the torches out of their thing.
They come out normally.
Do they all look like they fit together?
They
Is
all
there any
look like,
mechanisms on them?
as best you can tell, these appear to be right now normal torches that go in normal torch holders. Blah, blah.
If I put one out, is there anything that happens?
How do you try to put it out?
I blow it out.
Pretending
Access.
that pretending that you can blow out a torch like a birthday candle. You just say you do so. You channel your inner dragon and blow the torch out. After a couple of seconds, it reignites into flame.
Hmm.
I'm trying to sort out what would be the recklessness part of this, aside from don't touch the stone. The
I'm gonna
cube,
grab all the
rather.
torches, put them all next to each other. Do we got any water?
I've got the alchemy jug.
Let's pour some wine on this bitch.
I can literally just pour water on it.
That works too. I wanted to be fancy.
So you douse the pile of torches.
All of them
Yeah.
simultaneously.
I just don't feel like moving all the 8 tokens around right now. Because like these are each tokens. See, I don't know if that's working, but they're like
That is.
Yeah. Oh, that's slightly concerning.
so they're each tokens. So you put them in a pile. You douse them all, and it works. And then again, like the other torch that you blew out, after like 5 or 6 seconds, they kind of all sputter back into light and continue burning.
Well, that's good to know.
Mm. Weren't there a bunch of torches at the beginning?
There's a bunch of empty torch brackets in the entry hall.
How many were there?
We filled them though. We put torches in those brackets.
But they weren't these torches.
There were 8 brackets.
I'm gonna grab all the torches.
Okay.
Follow me if you dare.
I
Whee!
am concerned.
I just run out of the room
Deeply,
gleefully and just
deeply
dive through
concerned.
So you take all of them and jump into the pool.
Yeah, don't even say anything. Just wee.
So you come out on the other side, holding the torches. They are all extinguished, and they remain extinguished.
I run past and I throw them all into the torch holders.
Okay.
And then I light them,
Assuming
or
you're
try to.
trying to use like a tinder box to light them,
Yeah.
they will not light.
Son of a gun.
Like you sit there hacking and hacking away at the tinder box, and if this was a normal torch, it would have lit. But it does not.
Damn it. Just hear Americana roar. Arrgh! Just kind of like slowly walks past Masika with a sad look on his face.
And so they all notice that you jumped out of there wet and kind of come in. Orvex, Masika, and Artis. And they'll just kind of look at the pool and look at you, and you're dripping wet. And they're just kind of like, are you having a bath? What's going on here?
Yeah, I like having a good dip every now and then. And he just smiles and jumps right back through.
You are back on the other side.
Oh, he sticks his head back through. I stick my head back through. Ah, it's got me! It's got me!
What are you on about?
And then I go back through.
So I guess nobody can see this, so I don't get to narrate it, but Artis does appear on the other side, pulls himself out of the water, just kind of looks around and goes, huh. That's up there in weird things I've experienced. What is he good
Kind
at?
of fun, isn't it?
First time?
So let's see if he would. Wow. A
I'm
former.
assuming the torches relight when I come through.
Oh, you brought him back?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So the moment you pass the threshold right here, kind of where you and Zendala are, as soon as you cross that threshold, a couple seconds later, those torches all reignite as soon as they come back in the room. So they, and to be clear, when they went out before was when you dove into the water. So like you literally put the torch in the water when you dove through. That put the torch out. As soon as you came back in through this room, they reignited.
Gale, how do I get a torch through water without it going out?
Throw. What?
How do I get a torch through water without it going out?
This sounds like a terrible idea.
I mean, they relight when I came back in the room.
I don't think that this is part of the plan.
Well, it's part of my plan. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. Anyone else got a plan?
Actually, where was that hidden door again that we were looking for?
So there's two secret doors. So you see that L-shaped darkness, basically, in the map.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah. So there's a secret door right by the main entrance. That's the one that Sareth tried to stone shape and removed about half of the stone, but the spell didn't quite work the way expected.
Right about there?
No, down here.
Oh, down there. Okay.
And then there's a secret door here with a mural on it. The whole room is covered in murals, but there is a mural on that door as well. So it's like there's a seam in the wall. There's a mural there. Yeah.
Well, I'm out of
let's
ideas besides we just rest up and I use stone shape again. So there doesn't seem to be any clues.
I mean, aside from trying to get in there, yeah.
All right. Is there anything I noticed on the walls related to the murals?
So I think you really want to do an investigation check as opposed to perception. So like you're just looking at all the murals?
Yeah, all the murals.
Oh, well, the 3 doesn't really tell you anything.
I've got a passive investigation of 15 that I probably should have noticed if there was any.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see here. Oh, I've already told you what it says. A character who studies the wall reliefs and succeeds on a DC Intelligence Investigation check 10 observes that one of the figures on the wall is crafting a key.
Yep.
Like noticing that there is a figure crafting the key is literally the result of the successful investigation check.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't. Like,
Did anyone notice any
any
keyholes anywhere in here?
I didn't see any.
Nobody.
I'm sure I asked that last time.
Nobody with. There are no checks to find keyholes because there are no keyholes.
Well, I'd like to go to the other room then and rest up so I can get my fourth level spell back.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything else before doing a long rest? Is that that's a long rest, right?
Yep, have to.
I'm just trying to think of how we can get any of this open.
Murakana sticks his head through the pool and looks at Masika and goes, "What's wrong? Don't like getting wet?"
She says, I'm guessing it's a little crowded on that side.
It's actually quite roomy. A little creepy, though.
Can you send my token to the other side, please?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
What if, for the sake of ease, I just get rid of that wall? There.
Cool. So no one was doing anything. Do we encounter anything during the long rest?
No. Let's see, long rest is 8 hours. Okay, yeah.
All right, horse goddess, you gonna break things?
Yep. Cast stone shape on the door again.
Cool. You get through the second half of the door, or like create that hole, the 5-foot, tunnel.
Mhm.
You can see at least 2 heavy metal bars on the other side of the door. They're not like locked. Like you could probably make a strength check to just shove them out of the way. Like
She's a centaur. She gets
yeah,
32 strength while she's pushing on it. So
sure. So you're able to heft the 2 of them, and then when you, I mean, I'm just gonna say that you guys succeed. Like they're there, and there's a 5-foot hole. You can kind of maybe get too close for at least Xanthiel's comfort and get those out of the way. And then when you come through, this is oh, let me open the door. Let me just get rid of it. There we go. So this passageway is filled with dust and webs. It looks like nobody has disturbed it in years. As you guys duck under through that 5-foot space, you can see there's actually a 3rd bar that covers the top of the door, so it was kind of sealed from both directions. Without any magic, there would have been no way to push this door open from the other side. And then,
well, you say that, but
I'm just gonna knock on this side of the mural.
Murakana, you can faintly hear dunk dunk on the far end of the hallway there.
I'm gonna go in and tap on the mural. Hurry, let me out! Ah!
No.
So yeah, basically what you guys see on this side is a smooth stone wall with 2 seams in it where the shape of the mural door is.
and that's locked, isn't it? There's no lever or anything like that to open it.
Yeah, it's just smooth stone on this side. So whatever the mechanism is within the stone.
Yeah.
And is probably on the other side of the door.
Wow, well, this was a bust.
Yep.
Well, this is unfortunate. I'm going to investigate the wizard guy.
He looks like a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sorry. So his robes kind of look like the robes of the red wizards that you have encountered earlier. Although the fact that he's turned to stone makes it kind of hard to verify that.
I poke him.
You poke him?
I poke him.
How hard do you poke him?
Very hard.
He falls over.
Ooh.
Let me make a saving throw to see if any damage is done to him. No. He's fine. You didn't break any bits of him off when you knocked him over.
Whew. He got lucky.
Hey, cool. Apparently I have a chest that I didn't know. I forgot I picked up. Cool.
You have a chest?
Yeah, she's just locking a chest around.
It's a very big chest.
Oh boy.
Very bouncy.
I'm going to open the lid of that and then like scoop the cube and put it in that without touching it.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
Well, that does that.
Let's go.
That is one way to completely bypass torches.
Yeah.
Wait, we could have put the torches in your chest and then brought them over to the. God dang it!
Yeah, probably could have.
They only have a limited amount of space
Why don't we break this curse though that's on the stone so we can actually use it?
for
So
air.
I'm gonna gather up all the torches and just throw them in the chest with it.
Fair enough. I mean, it's a pretty big chest, and it's 300 pounds worth of shit that you can put in there.
I mean, she's a centaur, pretty yeah, no.
Yeah, she has a carry weight of just over a ton, so
Yeah,
She
it's
could
the
actually
air
carry
in
this
there
out
that
there.
they might burn out is the concern.
All right, so the torches are in the chest, and then we jump through the water.
Yay! What do you do?
Open the chest immediately so it doesn't burn.
Okay. So the inside of that chest is charred, and you may never want to store clothing you want to wear again inside of it, but the torches just make it.
I carefully take them out so I don't touch the cube that's in there with him,
Okay.
and then I put the torches in their holders.
Cool. They are all in their holders.
No sounds, no clinking.
No.
no idea if that even worked.
Well, you still have the cube, so
Yeah, that doesn't mean much. It's not like we're gonna go touch it to find out.
Has anything happened in the room?
it is dark.
I have my light of glowiness.
It
Acts
is
of glowiness.
it is less bright than it was when there were torches here. Actually, let me
Damn it.
check here. When the torches. Um. Oh wow. Okay. Um. Nothing else in this room has changed. So the guy is still a statue. Um. Is your gear petrified when you get petrified? That's a good question. I'm just curious. I'm probably asking way too specific a question for a 5th edition.
Something tells me it's probably, but I don't know.
Let me guess, it doesn't say in the rules, does it? So that's flesh to stone. I don't want flesh to stone. Because petrification is just... Okay, I'm going to assume he's a stone statue in its entirety because the description describes him as such, and there is no spell that actually did this to him. Or if there is, it is not a spell that is referenced in the book. So there you go. Yeah, dude's still a statue. Cielu is still stone. The torches are no longer here, so it is dark. Yeah. Because I think the question that got me down this rabbit hole was, is anything different in the room? And the short answer is, besides the torches, no. And wherever the chest is, I'm assuming the cube is still in that chest. Augury.
What's gonna happen if I touch the cube? Would it be good or bad?
That would be... I'm gonna say good, even though a good thing isn't gonna happen to you. Does that make sense?
Not really.
I think the correct answer is nothing, because if you touch the cube right now, nothing will happen to you.
Like it has to be within the next 30 minutes. If nothing happens to it within those 30 minutes, then it's a nothing result, I would assume.
Yeah, so if you're asking in the next 30 minutes if I touch the cube...
No, I mean, that's the spell's limitation. It has to be within 30
yeah.
minutes.
No, sorry, I'm just trying to think through. It's one of those situations because we know it has a bad outcome, so part of me wants to say that it's a good outcome, but it's not really a good outcome. It's just
Americana just walks over, flips open the box, and touches the cube.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to come to grips with like logic of wheel and woe, so I do it right. But yeah, you're not. Nothing happens to you. Arm.
It appears that we have solved the puzzle, although I don't understand what actually happened.
Yeah.
These gods are weird. Can we just agree on that?
Yep. Guess that's time to leave.
Is that 5 cubes? Is that 5 or 6? You guys have Kabazan, Shigambi. You got Moas, right? I think you got
No.
Moas.
Yes.
You got Unk, the giant snail. You got Wongos. And now you have Obalakas. Ooh. 1, 2,
Well, Horse Goddess,
4,
I do
5,
not like
6.
this temple.
You have 6. Do you want the answer to the key door?
Sure.
You push the key.
What key?
I'll be right back, guys.
You push the key that's being carved in the engraving. That's the lock.
Oh.
You go and it opens the door.
Oh.
So I think that's why the investigation check is to even see it, because seeing it, I guess, is supposed to tell you to push the key. I don't know.
Didn't make much sense to me, but you're right.
And he just went away for a minute, so I'm going to pause this for a second. Button, there we go. You guys just finished the Obalaka tomb at 19. I think the only big point of interest that you know about from here that is close is the giant palace to the north. Yeah, you guys are on the south side of the map. Okay. I think that's the only thing that's like readily visible from where you are. Besides, what is weird? Okay. Not sure why some of those numbers are revealed, but that's fine. Oh, Bag of Nails told you guys about the amphitheater, the bazaar, and some of the spots up there, I think. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. I just had a weird deja vu about which group was where, and I was confused. But I think that's a me problem. Yeah.
Shall we move on this way?
So,
Sure. And I guess we head towards 20 after resting.
Sure. Sib, so do you want to try and do anything with the stone body of your homunculus?
is the heart of it recoverable, or
You could break it and try to find out.
let's find out?
Sure. You smash poor Silu's petrified form, and I'll say that the magical, what is like 100 gold gemstone in the middle is what it is.
Pretty much a heart made out of 100 gold gemstone. Yeah, 100 gold gemstone.
Ugh. Yeah. God damn it. Sorry. That was fucking annoying. Yeah. When you smash it, that gem tumbles free. I imagine that's probably not how petrification is supposed to work, but that's how I'm gonna rule it. Because if you want to burn I think it's, what is it, burning a spell slot to get that back? Or is
It's just built. It's using one of the infusion slots.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to burn an
yeah,
infusion
it's
slot, you can
basically
get it
just
back.
pop that, pop it into a new one.
Yeah.
Just turn it off, turn it back on.
Sure. You can do so, because I don't want to. Yeah. So you guys head north then after resting, rehomunculizing, and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
So as you guys pass through the wall here, you find yourself in a still ruined but much more opulent part of the city. Every one of these houses, you can tell, in the other parts of the city, they were mostly simply stone buildings. These all have ornate carvings and decorations and lots of pointless architectural bullshittery that is just used to show that you have lots of money, even if it has now started to crumble into all of the stuff. There is a large up to the center of this circular area. You're kind of standing at a boulevard that looks all the way towards the palace. You can see through this overgrown alleyway the wall of the palace that rises up about 30 or 40 feet. And then it looks like there's maybe a structure above that, but it is kind of obscured by plants growing over the walls from the inside. And you can see from where you're standing, there's kind of one cross street before you get to the main body of the temple. Let's see here. Yeah. I think that's this area. So you guys want to head north, investigate this area, turn around. What do you want to do?
Hold forth!
Yeah. I could keep an eye out if I see anything particularly interesting, but
Yep, sorry, I'm just reading notes. Okay. So as you guys get to, I'm assuming if you're just heading north to the palace, as you get closer, you can see kind of through various parts of the, in this wall, you can imagine there's kind of ornate metal and iron lattice work, basically windows, right? Like so that the royals could see out, but nobody could actually get through them. So what you can see beyond those sort of barred windows into the areas that you're probably looking into a circular courtyard slash garden that has become completely overrun with the local plant life. The bits and pieces of the actual palace walls, that inner circle, that inner tower that you can see, it looks like that whole structure is actually at this point starting to crumble and collapse. And then you can kind of choose. Yeah, what do you want to do?
guess we can't. Can we like scavenge around the wealthier sort of places and stuff and see if there's anything of note to take?
Yeah, I would just say tell me which building you want to look at, and I can tell you what's happening.
I guess the one to the immediate left.
Yeah, roll a D100 for me.
Now you've done it.
What?
Fucking kidding me. It's like you're the Thursday group all over again.
What was that?
Yeah, they have literally on the Omu table that I made rolled 40. They have rolled on one band of the table, I think 80% of the time. It's ridiculous. And you just rolled in the same band. Like, there's like 20 different outcomes on this table with sub-outcomes, and everybody just keeps getting assassin vines. So you can tell from from afar, so you can choose if you want to engage with this or not, but you can tell that there are a couple assassin vines growing inside the main courtyard of that building.
Well, there's no real reason for us to engage that, so. How about the building on the right?
Give me a D100. $16. That building, as you peek into it, is covered in the interior of it is full of large spider webs, and you see some scuttling motions as you peek into the darkness, kind of scuttling away from the light.
Well, you could deal with spiders pretty easily. You want to go kill them and see if there's anything to loot in the house? Maybe.
I don't give a crap. Let's go where we want to go.
Okay. Why not? Investigate it. Spiders don't see us.
So I'm going to throw out there, I just looked up the stat block for giant wolf spiders. Give me 1 second here.
I'm sorry, did you just say giant wolf spiders?
Yeah.
Let's go with somewhere else.
Well, here's the thing. I could make you roll initiative and set everything up and do a turn order for 2 giant wolf spiders. But you're gonna kill them in 2 hits.
Yeah.
So,
It's also literally impossible for them.
So let's say we squish them.
Yeah, so you
and then we
squish
lit them on fire, and then we lit them on fire again, because that should not fucking exist.
Well,
and then we lit them on fire a third time.
Relax, Americana. I looked them up. It's literally impossible for them to actually hit Xanthiel.
That is amazing.
You can just stand there all day and they can't see each other.
Nat 20.
So no offense,
Not
do you
really
guys
good.
just want to describe how you kill a couple of giant wolf spiders? Because I don't really feel like
Americana
running
turns
combat for it.
Murakana turns his giant glowy axe sideways and just uses it like a giant fly swatter. Just splat!
Ugh.
Flamethrower.
Yes! Yes! Do
Yeah.
that 3 more times.
Let me get a table out here.
Oh, Gail, I fucking love you. You know that?
Spiders don't surf.
The spider was a lie.
Oh man.
What's that?
I had an awesome loot table last session and I didn't fucking bookmark it.
Yep.
There it is. I think I found it. Nope. I didn't find it. Did I find it? CR 5 through 10. That's not at all what I want. History, history, history. I promise it was actually a good table. And that's why I want to find it again. That's yesterday. Thursday, character builder, character builder, character builder, character. Yeah. Found it. I was so close. Yeah, so as you guys, after you smash all of those 2 spiders, you yeet it with your axe. I'm assuming somebody else just shoots or maces the other one until that is no longer a
Oh,
problem.
no. We came to a conclusion. He flamethrowers it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Crispy spider.
I think I was already trying to find this chart by the time you said that, and I was getting frustrated. Who wants to do the honors of rolling a D100 to find what you find in here?
Damn, Sarah is on the ball.
Ah, that sucks. Roll again. Hey. Wow. You're doing amazing. Roll one more time. Yeah. Wand of the War Mage. You find a Wand of the War Mage dumped in here. Sorry, the first time you rolled a +1 weapon and everybody almost has one of those. The second time you rolled a Hat of Disguise and we've already given that out. So this is a +1 Wand of the War Mage. You gain a bonus to spell attack rolls determined by the wand's rarity, so it's a +1. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Oh, that sounds like something that Gal might want.
Indeed.
Barely here. Yeah.
Because you know what I say about 5e's magic loot rules?
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Cool. So, I guess we press on.
What you want to do?
Actually, we have to go more to the right a bit more to hit 20, don't we?
Sorry, 20 is the palace.
Oh.
So the big circular thing that I was describing with the overgrown garden and the iron trellis, you know, like the way rich people make it so that poor people can't get in. Yeah,
I was
that's.
just assuming there'd be like steps or something where the 20 is. I
Oh.
don't see them anywhere else. So.
Sure, yeah. Oh my god, I'm just drawing random shit. Yeah, there is an entrance. If you want to just keep walking around, you will eventually find it. Because obviously it's...
As we walk around it, I might as well just check out the buildings that are adjacent to the path we're taking around it.
Yep. If I can ever get this shit to... Oh my god, there's so many different controls. I'm just going to move the 20, because I think we know where it is now. So do you want to go... Are you going? I'm assuming you're going counterclockwise at this point.
Yeah.
Cool. So the next building, someone roll a D100 to find out what's in it. 73. I don't know what that one is. Let's find out.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yep.
A 73 is plants. 1d6 ryath roots. What are ryath roots? I don't even know what those are. Okay, so there's 1d6 ryath roots. Somebody roll at 1d6. That's how many you're going to find. Kind of just growing amongst the courtyard there. So 6 of them. There you go. Any creature that ingests a ryath root gains 2d4 temporary hit points. If you consume more than 1 ryath root in a 24-hour period, you have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13, or suffer poisoned for 1 hour.
Yeah. So wait, what do they do? They heal you for how much?
2d4 temporary hit points.
But if you ingest more than one...
So basically, you just found 6 little pick-me-ups.
Small, yeah. Little healing potion things. Cool.
I'll take it.
Okay. I guess we keep going.
Yep. I just roll. So far, the wall is still smooth with those windows in it. If you want to investigate the next building, 58. What is that? This building. So as you peer inside of this guy, just inside the doorway you see a thick blue mist that is filling the interior of the building.
Sounds like what those undead happened to be.
Can I pick up like a stone or a stick and just throw it through the door?
You could do that if you wanted to.
I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to step back quickly.
You hear a thud shortly after throwing the stick into the building.
No rustling or anything?
No.
Yeah, I ain't going in there.
I make the rumble of thunder in there.
You make the... Oh, okay.
The noise.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I didn't see the thaumaturgy. I was looking at a thing. Yeah, so that rumble rolls out. Nothing seems to happen. You don't notice any response.
And I didn't notice anything else in there besides mist.
The mist kind of obscures your view of anything else in there.
Okay.
I am surprised we found no other survivors, or at
Yeah.
least inhabitants.
Gonna be honest, I'm not.
Well, I'm not really game to like wander into like mist that we don't really understand. So
Yeah, no, I had bad experience with weird colored mist. Let's leave.
we'll keep going around
Okay.
the structure.
So I'm switching between controls furiously. Do you want to check
Right.
the north-ish building? 24. So as you pass this building, you see a small humanoid. Oh, I'm sorry, you see you would know what these are. You see a couple kobolds dash inside as you get close.
Huh. Perhaps we have found more of your kin, Rakana.
You see him just smile like and get all giddy.
She will follow. Well, wait, they ran away, right? Like,
So it looks like they dashed into the interior of the building as soon as they were aware of your presence. Which, given kobolds, you would all know, usually get treated kind of like the bottom rung of society. Doesn't surprise you necessarily that they dashed away.
yeah. Actually, they speak Draconic, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and Murakana speak Draconic, so I think.
Murakana screams to the door, "Hello!" in Draconic.
And you hear a voice say, what? Hello? What do you want?
We're explorers looking for what happened to this city. How long have you been here?
I mean, I've always been here. And you hear a thud and an ow! It's like, a while? And you hear kind
I
of,
take it.
you just hear like faint whispering in the background between other voices that are not the one that's probably talking to you.
Why don't you all come out? We're not going to hurt you.
And you hear this weird kind of coughing, barking sound from a couple different places. You intuit that maybe this is the kobold equivalent of laughter. And a different voice says, we don't come out for big ones. No offense, but usually then people hit us.
But I'm one of you.
Ah.
I am of the dragon.
And you see the glint of a couple eyes, almost as if they're looking at you. And they say, you don't have scales.
Mom said I was special, that I was born without them.
I'm sure you are special, one of the voices says.
I don't believe they want to come out. What should we do?
Why did you put that high charisma to use?
Yes, I want to try and convince them that I'm a dragon. I can breathe fire.
And you hear fierce whispering back and forth. And then one of the voices says, prove it.
He pulls out a torch and just spits on it. Huh.
I have a better plan. Are they? Were they still looking at him? Or at Maracana?
I mean, you could assume that any kobolds in the building are probably watching you from the darkness. Incite greed. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you until your companions. While you are charmed this way, your creature can do nothing. I'm not even gonna roll saving throws because kobolds fucking
Because
love
they're kobolds.
loot. Like they're
going to come anyway.
they're gonna want it. So you see, sorry, I have to roll a couple things. I have to roll 1d6, 1d4, 1d4, 1d6, 1d4, 1d4. So kind of edging closer to you guys, close enough that you can see them. There's a kobold that's just kind of wearing a ratty chainmail shirt with a sling. There are two kobolds with a weird bunch of... They look like they're carrying like wooden crate backpacks full of random small clay and glass bottles. And one kobold that has slightly fancier clothing. And they all kind of shuffle slightly closer to you. And one of them goes, "Ooh, that's shiny."
I can have the shiny if you'd like to talk with us a bit more.
We could trade information for shiny.
We could do that.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
You have very pretty scales. I wish I had scales like you. But Mom said he doesn't know why I don't have scales. Just says
Yeah,
I'm
man,
special.
they're literally magically charmed. Like,
Yeah, but Americana's Americana.
yeah, that's true. Even though you still somehow have ludicrously high charisma.
Why am I looking at Thursday group, Saturday group? Americana.
I have hilarious charisma.
I mean, for what it's worth,
Oh,
you
right.
can actually make charisma rolls to try and charismify
God damn it.
people. You have deception, intimidation, performance, and persuasion that you all have bonuses to because of your charisma.
God, I love my charisma.
Xanthiel, shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, isn't charisma your casting stat?
No, wisdom is.
Oh,
But she has
sorry.
it anyway. Because Faye.
Yeah.
Faye are great at persuading people who do.
Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, you have a whole tab of skills that you can use for stuff, just as a reminder, Maracana.
I always forget.
That's when you decide, hey, I don't know what to do, but maybe my character knows what to do. That's
Yes.
when you go look at your skills. Because like obviously we know about perception and investigation, but there's other ones too.
I'll ask them about if they know anything about the temple and or any landmarks around the area.
Americana, like, kind of interrupts real quick. Just like, maybe we should, instead of Draconic, maybe we should introduce ourselves first. I am Americana. I am Dragon. This is Horse Goddess, and he points to Xanthiel. And over there is the mechanical wonder, Gale. And then Masika,
Hi.
the bladed beauty.
And no one except you and the kobolds can understand what you just said because you said it in Draconic, so...
And then there's Artis over there. He is a manly man. And then we have the Wonder Zandala, and she does scary things, but she's nice.
Wow, she knows Draconic, so there you go.
Does she?
Yes, she does.
Oh, whoops.
She's physically scaled too.
Yeah, she
So-
has visible hints of scale on parts of her body.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn it! Why didn't we use her?
Well, probably because she's still upset given recent events.
That is true.
And so the kobolds reply in common, because kobolds also speak common, just to have fun
Yeah,
with.
otherwise I couldn't have talked to them.
Yep. Because kobolds can speak common. Uh, one of them says, "You're the strangest dragon I've ever seen." And then one of the other ones, the one with the nicer clothing, they're all continually eyeing the gem,
Yeah.
with just this glint of greed in their eyes, that may or may not have anything to do with the spell you cast on them, but it's certainly not hurting. That one says, temples. There are many temples here in Omu. Is there something specific you're looking to learn more about?
One's where we can find this, and then she unveils one of the cubes.
And one of them goes, oh. Um, so they can. I'm just gonna reveal some numbers on the map. Um, let's see here. So which ones don't you know about? So they reveal the 16 on the north side of the map. There's an 18, which is on the other side of the wall from you on the palace. And where is, you have 6 of them. Where is the other one? And then they note that the 12. So 12, 16, and 18.
Cool.
Those are the temples that you didn't know about, or didn't confirm yet. And I'll just move 12 just a little bit to make it obvious. Sorry. I have the numbers slightly offset so that I can actually see them on the map, but there we go. So those are the locations of the other temples. And then after they discuss the locations and communicate it to you, the one fancy dressed kobold says, so we can have shiny now?
And she just, oh yeah, and then she passes it to them, to the fancy kobold.
He kind of scurries forth, grabs it, and goes, "Ooh, Chief will be happy with this one." Let's see here. How long does greed last?
1 minute.
So I'll say,
Oh, the enchantment does, but like the material component is still
yes.
them, so that's
Did-
still real.
Did you actually have a material component just for?
I'm pretty sure. Well, out of all the loot and shit that I'm reasonably sure Sarah didn't take with her, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It's not like I've been picky about material components for spells before, so why start now?
No, it's more. You should actually, if you were going to get technical about that, that's every time both Zendala and Theresa cast
I know.
Orb of Thingo. It uses the same component.
I know. I don't. Here's. I don't care about material components so much
But in
because,
this one, it actually seems kind of relevant because it's a physical gem.
yeah, like this is one of the cases where I think it would maybe matter, but by and large, components for spells are in no way balanced. So I don't really care because they have.
Sarah stole a decorative jewelry box, so I can sacrifice that because
Yeah.
that covers the cost.
I guess we'll say Sareth dropped some stuff when she left in her fugue state of.
Well, I'd like to think she didn't think to take Gail's, bag of holding where she was keeping all the loot.
That's a fair point.
Like she'd have to go back, find Gail, take it off.
Yeah. And that's not really how that happens. So she has the magic items that were on her, like the totem and.
Yeah, she has the armor and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Okay, so the kobolds kind of scurry off further into the darkness of this large, crumbled estate. Do you guys follow them at all?
I don't think we can get much more out of them. So I don't. Yeah, there doesn't seem much reason to, unless you guys want to ask him something.
So they scurry into it.
straightaway.
Well, so the way
Alright.
I was envisioning this is you guys were all kind of at the doorway and they were just inside, and you had
Yeah.
this
Oh, that works.
conversation kind of in that dimly lit area, and then they all, at this point, are scurrying off into the darkness of the building, which is quite large.
Ah, fair enough. Okay. Well, do we want to go after them, or we want to just keep moving? We got what we wanted.
Yeah, no, we'll keep moving. I reckon. Leave them.
Well, on that note, 18 that they told us about looks like a temple.
Yep. But also this big structure that we're circling right now as well. We might as well check that one out while we're here.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you continue counterclockwise around to that next thoroughfare?
Yeah, try and find an entrance to this central temple.
Yeah.
God, I wish we could fly.
We can, in a way.
So as you guys get to that main road, or at least what had once been a main road, you see a couple of things. The first one is a dropped portcullis leading into that circular garden area. About 30 or 40 feet beyond it to the north, you can see, you're kind of looking out over where you're standing. Somebody has, where the thoroughfare was, dug out and smoothed and actually like built a stone ramp that heads down towards the south, almost like an underpass or something. Like there is a stone ramp leading down into the ground to, you assume, some structure underneath the actual palace here. That stone ramp is clean. There is no plant growth whatsoever on it. Like, it is maintained. The portcullis is overgrown with vines and other stuff. Like, you can see through it, but much like the rest of the city, it just looks completely ruined and decrepit.
Does the maintained one look like it was recently dug, or is it magically dug?
Hard to know. Like, somebody could have used magic to do it, but it just looks like somebody built a nice entrance to some sort of subterranean area, is what it looks like. And it's clear, like, somebody is maintaining it. It is not overgrown like all of the rest of the city so far.
Well, that's fishy. I guess we investigated anyway. Fuck it. Get in the room.
This is where we have to pause because everybody is going to be level 8.
Oh.
Ooh.
Fantastic. And shit.
So.
Oh. Everybody suddenly has to be level 8.
So, like I said last session, this might happen. It just happened. So yeah, pop open D&D Beyond. Get yourself to level 8. I'm going to go to the bathroom. We can figure that out, and then we can progress.
Bam, done.
Oh, level ups.
Everybody is now level 8. Yay!
Okay.
Wait, everyone is now level 8. Oh dear.
But I am going to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. One of these days I'm going to say that without saying it before I stop the recording, but why start today?
But that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I just turned the button back on just because why not? I mean, there are certainly feats for martial characters, how good they are really depends on what you want the character to do. And to be blunt, I haven't spent a whole bunch of time reading every feat in 5th edition because unless, I don't know, Lyokin, maybe you know better than me, but like they're all build specific. And I don't, I'm a DM, I'm not a player in 5th edition.
Fair enough.
So I don't really care as much. Like, to be honest, the only time I build characters in 5e is when I want to build an NPC that's a character, and I think I've done that for the party NPCs, and I've done it for Zane.
Okay.
And that's
Well,
about it.
fair enough. We'll step off on this then, because my strength affects my damage output, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can up your strength by 2, or you can up it by 1 and put another one elsewhere, or I think there are some feats that will up your strength too
I was
by
thinking
1.
about upping my wisdom score and my strength, because my wisdom's my weakness for magic attacks, because I seem to be getting fucked hard on that.
Yeah, know that it only increases your modifier on the 2s. So if they're odd numbers, that's a pretty good idea. If they're even numbers, it's not going to give you as much of a bonus.
So looking at your stat line, right? If you dumped 2 points in strength, you'd get a +1 to your damage, and I think your attack rolls. If you did +2 to Constitution, I don't think you can do +2 because you're already at 18. You can only do +1. So Constitution's kind of a non-starter. If you did Dex, you might get 1 more AC. Intelligence and Wisdom you have a 9 for, so if you spent 1 point in either, you would get rid of a negative modifier. And in Charisma, if you spent 1 point there, you would get a +1 to your Charisma. So, like, I would wager...
So Strength's a non-starter here.
Well, no, you could either do Strength to get another point to your hits and damage, or you could probably put 1 point... Like, you have 4 different stats that 1 point would actually change your modifier. That's Dex, Int, Wiz, and Charisma. So, like, increasing the Dex will up your AC. Increasing Intelligence or Wisdom will just basically make your save slightly better. And increasing Charisma will also increase your modifier, which will also increase your save.
Well, I'm building to be an absolute fucking tank, so Dexterity and Wisdom it is.
Okay, cool. So then you should have no... Let me get out of that screen just to make sure we don't fuck it up. Okay, so you have a +1 Dex now, and you have a... Okay, cool. So let's see what happens, because your AC is 18 now. So if I go to your character, it says 15 in here. Let's import you. This is one case where I wish I had my DM screen showing. Well, your AC should be, I think... Why is your AC 18? Well, your AC should actually be 18.
Shield is active. Is it?
Not if you're using your Great Axe, it isn't.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that's the problem. No, 16 is correct. Okay, so you went from a 15 to a 16. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Let me get Xanthiel. Let me update you.
Yeah, I tried to import it, but it only increased. It didn't increase my level. Everything else, though, yes.
I just did it. Hopefully it worked right. Do you want to double check it? Because a bunch of stuff changed for me.
No.
Okay. That AC is your bonus from the thing, right?
Yep.
That was a good statement. Your bonus from the thing.
It's still off, but yeah. It's meant to be 24.
Okay.
But yeah, I can fix that.
And then let's see here, Gale. Where are you at? Okay, Gale, there you are. Looks like you're updated, so let me hit the button on Gale. So I'm assuming that most of you two got new spells and stuff too, I imagine.
Nope.
Do you have, you might want to just double check that you have your spells prepared the way you want them to be.
We don't get new spells. We get
yeah, that's how I need.
but, well, I do anyway.
I just want to make sure you guys, oh, go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, let me fix my spells in just a sec. I need to
It's 9th
unfreeze
level,
my
we actually
hands.
get new spells.
Yep. Because my question is going to be basically, once we are all happy with the spells we have prepared, is how you guys want to approach this whole situation. Like, do you want to run down the ramp? Do you want to watch it for a while? What do you want to do is the big thing.
What do you think, Horse Goddess?
Well, I would like to ask the DM that. What would happen if we, as a group, move down the ramp? Would it be good or bad, or?
Yeah. An omen. I think you're gonna get wheel and woe for this one. And the omen you get is very murky. You get the impression that the spirits are slightly confused because there's quite a few different potential outcomes of going into this place. Some of them could be very good, some of them could be very bad.
I meant just down the ramp itself.
Oh, just going down the ramp. Yeah, it's wheel and woe. Yeah, it's both.
Think we should go back and talk to the dragon folk?
What's it know?
Because they will certainly know it when down here.
Yeah, but have they gone down here? We don't know. Well, we can. I guess
They're dragon folk. They've definitely gone down here.
Oh, all right, we can go look for them.
So you try to go hunt down the kobolds in the ruin?
Yeah, why not?
Yes. Friends! Friends!
Let's see here. So you're trying to track them in the ruins. I guess we could just do like a group survival check for tracking to see if you guys can hunt them down in these ruins. So whatever the highest result is for the group, we'll take that.
Do I even have tracking?
Just it's survival.
Well, we're gonna.
Yeah, I don't have survival.
Yeah, just open the window down. It gets cut off at the bottom.
Got a 20 plus
Damn. Yeah, you find them.
I can't.
So as you guys hunt around, you manage to find them. They're. Damn! Look at all. Well, is that? Oh, do you have that? Does she have that ability too?
She has guidance, yeah.
You got a 21. Cool. Well, a 20 was enough.
Also, I'm gonna. Have we? Does this count for long rest or?
Yeah, just reset yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna do the arcane firearm thing on that wand.
Okay, cool. The wand of the war mage thing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you do manage to find them. It looks like they got kind of into a little bickering match about who was going to present their chieftain with the shiny. So you come up on these kobolds and they're all like, ah, oh, You're back.
Hey, friends.
Hi.
Did you by chance see anything down the ramp of that large structure? No, I just gestured towards the palace.
Yeah, and I'll say you guys kind of have them kind of at the disadvantage right now. So they're just like, they all found us. Like, the ramp under the temple, the palace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the snake people go. We don't go there. Snake people
Oh,
aren't nice.
no, they're not. I tried to befriend one once. He tried to kill me.
That's right.
And I'm still kind of upset about it.
So I just realized that Xanthiel now has 22 passive perception. Fuck me.
So anytime I see a call out for a perception check, I just read that out loud
She
to
just
you from now
automatically
on.
sees it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because I upped her wisdom score and I forgot that that also increases perception, so.
Jesus.
Gail's just lucky.
Yeah. Also, her passive insight is 17 to tell if people are lying to her.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
The horse goddess just keeps getting better.
Yeah,
Actually,
guys,
lucky is
if you
Sorry,
have
guys.
insanely high passives, please remind me because I don't open your character sheets every time I do everything.
You would like to have a look at some of the characters in my Pathfinder game.
Yeah,
Well,
but
at
that's
least
Pathfinder. You can stack
Plus 20, plus 27 to stealth.
yeah, but at least in
I think the
Pathfinder the
highest I
DCs
have is
go up.
athletics.
I was actually
Yeah,
going to say, I believe,
That's true. Yeah, Pathfinder DC is getting to like the 30s.
and in Pathfinder 2 they can go way higher. So like it's a treadmill, right? Like I think.
Well, yeah, 30s are the highest I've seen, and we're at level 8, I think.
after that trace, you can get to 40. Extra
Yeah.
10. That's how, like, Sareth was never found out of stealth because she effectively had a stealth that was, like, pretty much impossible to find.
Yeah, no, we just got one of our players swap their characters out for that character's cousin, who has an acrobatics roll of, if they're using key points, I think it's like a plus 45.
Is that
Jesus.
Pathfinder 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Slightly different way it works there, but yeah.
Yeah. At what point does it just become a fly score?
I mean, Sareth had an acrobatic score of plus 8. She could actually out wrestle Americana despite weighing about 60 pounds.
I think that's athletics you're thinking of.
Acrobatics, no. Athletics is a strength-based one, but you can use acrobatics to contest. For grappling, anyway.
Yeah.
Right,
Can't
contest.
initiate one, but you can contest it.
Yeah.
So before this becomes me bitching about 5th edition core rules,
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry.
because I'm happy to do that, as everybody knows, but I'm not the most constructive use of. It makes me feel good, but I don't know how it makes anyone else feel. Sorry, I was reading how to design stuff in Pathfinder 2 before this session, so I was like, oh, DCs that make sense. Anyway, yeah, okay,
Well,
so you
yes.
have heard from the kobolds that that ramp leads down to the snake place. Do you all want to ask the kobolds anything else?
I guess I don't know anything else about. Well,
Have any of you made it into the temple beyond using that snake ramp?
The palace or one of the
Yes.
temples?
Well, this is the center a palace or is it a temple? Does it hold a cube?
That they all kind of like are looking kind of side-eyed each other. The palace does not have any cubes in it. The palace has pretty much been picked clean of anything of value. The snake people live under the palace, but those two things aren't really connected
Really?
to our knowledge.
Hmm.
But we don't go there.
Well, it is good of you to keep clear of them. They are very, very mean people.
We don't go
Usually.
to Ravenholm. Sorry. Half-Life 1 reference. How old am I? Jesus Christ.
Half-Life 2.
You know, this is going to make you feel even
Right.
older. Do you know when I first played Half-Life?
A long time ago.
When I was in 6th grade.
Jesus.
Well, I'm much older than you then, I guess. Anyway, so that was their answer to your question about the palace and does the ramp connect to the palace?
Fun other question I have for you. Are there any other survivors in the city that you know of? Any humans, I should say. Like him, and he points to Gale.
Gale isn't here.
Gale takes offense at this.
Huh?
Do you just start floating? Now, if ever was the time to use your racial ability.
Yes.
Just start floating up.
Yes. We're just floating. Just wind pops up from the ground and just hovers ominously.
Nobody else knows I can't move forward or laterally, but fuck it, it's intimidating as hell.
Gale literally just T-posing over Muricana.
Yep. And the kobold.
Actually, hang on. Let me get it.
Oh boy, there's gonna be a GIF, isn't there?
Oh God.
So I'm just thinking of like NBA 2K fucking bullshit. Anyway, so the kobolds, many red wizards north of here, but
Oh yeah, they're not nice.
there
They're very mean.
There was another group of adventurers that got into the tomb, but we haven't seen them for a while. But most visitors don't make it this far into the city.
Well, that is to be expected, I suppose.
Give me 1 second to actually think about the answer instead of the voice. Yeah, so the red wizards are here. The Wanti are here. Yeah, the Yellow Banner Party, which you guys have kind of run across their campsite a while back. I think that's it. Let me just double check the frickin' front of the Omu section just to make sure. Oh, yeah, there's one other group. The Tabaxi, like Bag of Nails, who's kind of traipsing around with you guys.
He's not with us anymore, or he is.
He's been traipsing around with you, but he's pretty sulky. He doesn't really ever talk.
We need to get him some catnip.
Let's see here. And you guys saw that there was a grung killed by the veggie pygmies. So yeah, they're like, yeah, there's plant people everywhere, and there's...
Yeah, they don't seem that very talkative. I don't like them.
There's a bunch of frogs in the shrine by the palace. That's location 18.
Fantastic. Let's see if they're going to summon their frog god again. Well, my friends, thank you for your help. You have been a great assistance.
You're welcome.
Be very wary of the red wizards. They hurt lots of people.
Do you have any more shinies?
Let's see, do I have anything in my...
Well, Sarah had. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, cool, because apparently she stole a whole bunch of shit, Junior. That's weird. Doesn't sound like Sarah at all.
I mean, Sarah had like 6,000 gold worth of bullshit at one point. So I guess most of that's in Gale's sack at this point.
Yeah. It's up to Gale if they wanna.
Gale, you got any weapons we could give him?
I've got like, there's if you want to actually like give Like we've got emeralds, half a jade kitten statue, jail beach, which is worth 300 gold. Jesus, I didn't pawn it.
I'll just give them some weird, some
Give him
funky
some.
looking spare screwdrivers and whatnot. It's like here's a wrench.
The two guys with the boxes on their back, they actually get really excited. They're like, "Oh!"
Oh wait, if they like that, wait, I saw Gale produce those, right?
Yeah.
Gale has an ability where he can make basically any set of tools within, what is it, like 10 minutes or an hour?
Pretty damn quick, yeah.
Yeah, so can I.
So you can make an item. Gale can actually just make any tool set in the game.
Oh, right, as an artificer thing.
Yeah, like artificers, if we were in a different campaign setting, you could do some crazy ass shit with artificers if there were actually fucking crafting rules. Sorry. I mean, we do. We have an entire suite of crafting rules.
Yeah.
That I wrote.
Yeah.
Based on somebody else's shit to... Anyway, don't give a fuck. What were you going to say, Gail? You said you were going to, if they were impressed, you could... Who, what now?
No, that was not me. That was, I think... Okay. I just said I was giving them wrenches and
yeah, so they
spare screwdrivers and shit.
About that shit.
Yeah, so the two guys with the two kobolds with the crates on their backs just kind of like they're nerdgasming as they look at those, and like they're just examining them and babbling to each other in Draconic about it, just very excitedly, kind of like if somebody sent Arm a new hotbed for his 3D printer, or some other random thing. Anyway, yeah, so they're just fascinated by that. The other two are kind of like don't understand what their buddies are doing, but those two guys seem very happy with that. Guys, girls, I don't know what gender kobolds are.
I'm pretty sure they have male and
Teens.
female. You just kind of decide what you want them to be.
Sure. I keep saying
Threats
guy.
to civilized society.
Hey, I will have you know that no. No. Actually, in 5e, kobolds are evil. Because 5e is not racist, except it's racist. Anyway.
Yeah, the whole species are evil thing.
Oh, are we going off on this
we're not,
tangent?
we are not
again?
going off on this tangent
Right
again.
now.
We are not. We are not going on that tangent. I should not have said that.
But you did.
I know. I've had a beer and a half, and I'm trying to drink less, so I fucked up.
I'm 3 in, 4 in.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, do you guys want to ask the kobolds any other questions?
Nope, I'm going to tell them to be safe and watch out for the red wizards and have a lovely day.
Cool. So what would you like to do now?
Well, shall we say screw the scaly people, the snakes, not the kobolds. I like them. And let's go over to 18.
Do you really want to say screw the scaly people on the internet?
No, because I'm going to get some pictures that I can't wash out of my head, even with puppies.
Yeah, fair enough. We might as well head to 18 then. Okay.
Yep.
Because if you don't remember, this is 2021, and fuck the dragon is not the same meaning it was in 2010.
Oh, it has the same meaning, Arm. It has the exact same meaning.
Yeah, but you're no longer screwing them with steel. You're using flesh.
Oh no. Oh no. You had a more a more innocent 2010 than I did.
Is this an Oblique 7 reference that I'm not getting, or is something else happening here? Because I don't even know where we are. Okay, we're going to go back to the game. So you guys are going to go over towards 18. Is anybody opposed to that?
I'm in.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to unhide this. There's 20A. That's the watch me move tokens around. Cool. 20A is the ramp. 20 is the palace. So you guys come over here. You can get most of the way to 18. The one challenge is that there is, in fact, a giant wall in front of you, between you and 18. It's probably about 30 feet high, probably about 10 or 15 feet thick, because this whole palace upper class area is completely ringed by this wall.
I'm going to grab the rope that Gale gave to me, and I'm going to give him one end. And then I'm going to tell him, you know what to do, and then I'm going to pick him up.
Oh, God damn it.
And then I'm just going to use all my strength to fling him up, and he should probably turn on his fly spell right now.
I don't
Doesn't have a fly
spell.
spell. He just used it.
I already used my levitate to assert dominance over you and the kobolds.
So you're trying to throw Gale about 30 feet in the air.
Wait, why are we doing this spell?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Make a armoring, or sorry, Marcana, make a strength athletics check.
You better hope I'm on ball.
I get Zendala to quickly cast fly on me, and then I'll try to grab Gale.
Okay, so I just want to paint a picture here of what's happening. So Marcana rudely grabs Gale and says,
Rudely, this is like a friend thing. It's like, you know what to do, buddy.
I mean, it may seem like a friend thing to you, but it's like that old saying, like, if all of your friends never talk about which friend they don't like in front of you, you're the friend they don't like. So, okay, Marcana, you toss Gale in the air. At this point, Xanthiel has pretty much like worked out with Zendala that there's a secret signal for fucking fly me. And that happens as soon as this whole thing starts going. Xanthiel, you make that signal. I like to imagine it's kind of the doves thing from Napoleon Dynamite, the bird flying thing, and Zendala is just like, ugh, and she casts the spell on you. You soar majestically into the air as Gale is somewhat terrifiedly being tossed up, and you catch Gale with the rope trailing. There you go. There's my on-the-spot narration of how that fucking worked.
Amazing. I fly Gale away from the insane human who just tried to kill him. And we're gonna sit down on the other side of the wall there.
Okay, so the two of you are on the other side of the wall, and Artis is just standing there like, can we have the fucking elf back? And Bag of Nails is like, a cunning ploy. And now the party is split.
I
want to go home.
People want, well, actually, I could probably carry two at a time.
I'm actually going to give you some information now, Xanthiel and Gale, because that temple is very close. You can tell as you're coming over the wall that somebody has done fucked up that temple. There are dead frogs and blood everywhere. Gale, this is kind of terrifyingly reminiscent to you of events that you remember from your recent past. Xanthiel, to you, this just looks like somebody massacred a bunch of frog folk.
What kind of monsters would do such a thing?
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
did Sarah ever say where she was going?
Sarah.
Yeah. Xanthiel doesn't know who Sareth is.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, she's like, what? What elf? What are you talking about? Do you mean Zendala?
The
positive effect on the party's morality. Yeah, I guess I look for a safe place to put down. Actually, Yeah, I'll look for a safe place to put Gale down on. Probably that rooftop of the nearby building. I don't know if you can see where my mouse
Yeah,
is.
because you got 10 minutes of flight, right?
Yeah,
I'm
so I
gonna
don't have
point
much
out
time.
Gale still has the rope in his hand.
Yeah.
Probably because he forgot to let it go because he's terrified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you fucking threw him. Yeah, I quickly set him down on the rooftop of the building nearest the wall, and then go back for the others.
So you just
I
ferry
don't want
everybody
Gale.
over?
Yeah, I just didn't want to leave Gale like on alone on the freaking jungle floor. You know, it
Yeah.
seemed like a really bad idea. And then I'll get Gale from the rooftop as I get the others.
I like how at least one party member is concerned about Gale's safety.
I mean, this isn't an evil character this time, so
I
mean,
thought he could fly all the time, to be fair.
just keep in mind when Colossus throws Wolverine, if he throws Wolverine into a speeding train, 30 minutes later Wolverine's fine. But that only applies to Wolverine.
pretty much.
Yeah, I thought he could fly all the time.
I mean, you got away with that with Sarah because she could fly, but
Well, Druid, right?
it's like, oh,
Okay.
flying. I guess I'll turn into a bird.
So y'all are on the other side of the wall. You can see a shrine in front of you. God, what do we have? We have Orvex, Artis, Zandala, and Bag of Nails, I guess. We have so many NPCs.
Merc kind of looks at Gale and goes, "Why didn't you fly, bud?" And then trails off when he sees the temple. I do believe somebody got here before us.
Really?
Yeah, no, it looks like there's some chunks missing out of the temple. Like someone's been hammering on the walls. They repainted the place too.
So Orvex kind of surveys the scene and says, I am wondering if perhaps my employers arrived here before us. Or my former employers, I suppose.
I have not nice things to say about their former employers. We've met them before. They're not nice people.
I mean, to be fair, most of the Red Wizards do not have nice things to say about each other either.
There was that one woman we met in the forest with the T-Rex and I got chewed on. She was kind of hot. She also doesn't say much. I don't like that.
Well, for what it's worth, the second time you guys met him, it was such a hostile RP encounter that they pretty much just left. Oh,
Fair
we also
enough.
have Masika. Well, this is a bloodbath,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to worry about all the NPCs this time so much. Sorry, I'm just
Noted.
fixing... Well, anything that was living looks like it's dead here. So, you know. Okay, what have I got here? I have got Masika, Artis, Xanthiel, Zendala, Murakana, Orvex, Gale. Yay! Activate scene. Let me get rid of... oh, here's what I can do. This should be fun. Blood. Blood. Wow, that's a lot of blood. Blood.
Blood.
More blood. Wow, this is actually pretty effective for making lots of blood. Yay! So the grungs that you can see the tokens of, they're dead. And these are all those golden grung that had been... You recognize them from... So I don't know why I put you guys right at the doorway. I'll move you back.
Yep, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. So yeah, you find yourself... let me just kind of... I'm going to add some commentary to this after I do it. But so you guys come up to this shrine. I don't know if you're on the shore or if you've actually come up to it. There's a giant eagle.
Like I said, I couldn't see it, and I needed a token, so.
Oh, does your token just not have vision?
No, I can't find where you put my tokens.
Bottom of the
Mine
map.
doesn't default to black.
Weird. You have vision? Okay, I don't know.
Can you move it near the eagle so I can see it, please? Ah, thank you.
You good?
Okay. I can't control. Oh. There we go.
Okay. So, this shrine, the description of it. Oh, the fucking monoliths. Whatever. So there's monoliths adorned with prancing frog-like figures rising from the water here. This water, for what it's worth, is about like a foot deep. It's not deep water. Beyond, there is a ruined edifice shaped like an arrowhead squatting in the muddy water. Bushes and trees grow from its roof. At the pointed front of the building, steps ascend to a stone door caked in slime, and surrounding this building are a bunch of just annihilated grungs. You see some of them have holes in their flesh. Most of this looks like the result of a magical assault. And we'll say that this door is busted open, so you can see inside the shrine.
I was going to check to see if it sounds like anyone's still here, if I can hear anything, but I guess not.
It sounds like everything is dead.
Yeah, as you guys, let's see. Oh wait, 18B. Okay, cool. Just double
I don't want
checking.
to be that girl.
Well, no, I'm just sorry.
I've moved myself in front of the girl at the side of the dinosaur.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay, cool. Yep. So yeah, there's a bunch of dead grung. Murakana, are you going up the stairs or?
Just taking a look.
Okay, so the stairs actually go up about 10 feet. So to see through, you'd have to be at the top of the stairs. Beyond seeing just the roof of the building beyond. But if you walk up to the doorway, which is open, you can see there's torches shedding light inside this building. I don't know why it has that in the description, because that's really frustrating. In the floor, no, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So where it looks like there's a dais, that's again a set of mosaic. So there's a mosaic in the floor in that rectangle depicting a frog-like humanoid beating a leopard that has snakes emerging from its shoulders, and there is a set of inscriptions in what you can now recognize as Old Omuan, throughout that relief. So that's this.
Or is that dinosaur dead? It is.
What?
The dinosaur.
Everything. They're all dead. Sorry, there's just. I can give them a little. Oh, that doesn't work. I can only give them that giant skull if we go into combat, and I kill them in combat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Otherwise,
What's
it's just
this
like.
thing I'm seeing here?
So as you walk in, you can see in that chamber there are various pots that appear to be heaped with coins.
Probably a trap, though. I'm curious if the attackers didn't take any of this.
Could have just been a slaughter. Wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah, could have done, but
Ooh, chests. Things.
Lots of them. Looks like gold everywhere too.
I'll grab a stake and poke the gold, see if like it's trapped or not, or anything weird happened.
When you poke that So yeah, each of these alcoves are full of like, there's chests heaped with coins, there's polished amphorae, strings of pearls, ornate armor, all sorts of crazy looking valuable stuff in this shrine. When you poke that chest, feels like a chest, the coins jingle.
And the coins, yeah, they don't react in any unusual way.
Everything appears to be exactly what it is.
Yep, this is a trap.
A ritual cast identify.
You cast Identify.
Yeah, just to see if there's any magical effect on them. On a coin, I guess. Because it just seems really suspicious, that's all.
So you pick up a coin and you cast Identify on it. The reading you get back is that the object you're holding has there's definitely some illusion magic involved, but yeah, there's definitely an aura of illusion magic coming off of it. Or I should say, what did I say? I said I was going to say there's an aura of magic coming off of it, because I think what I said was detect magic will tell you what school of magic it is. Identify will basically just say if there's magic or not,
And what it does.
and if there are effects, what it does. So you get an aura of magic off of the coin. There, that's what you get.
Unfortunately, I also have detect magic, so.
Do you not have detect magic because you can't take it, or because you just didn't?
No, I have it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just cast identify first, that's all.
Oh, well, I would. Okay, so generally speaking, this is just more like meta. I think 5th edition strongly expects you to cast detect magic before identify.
Probably should have.
But yeah, so you get this whole place is lit up with illusion magic. Like the whole alcove you're in, it's just everything in here is giving you a sense of illusion magic.
Yeah, I pointed that out to everyone while I was casting for fucking 20 minutes. Doing rituals. Yeah, that this place feels extremely strongly of illusion magic, and I don't believe these coins or treasures are real.
Fantastic. And just when I thought I was going to bring a new horde home to mommy.
For what it's worth, Zendala and Artist just kind of they walk back to the shore.
Yeah.
Zendala's
they didn't want to.
Zendala's not having a great time.
Hey, remember that time you massacred a village? Here's another one.
Yeah, so Zendala just goes away and Artist goes with her. So Orvex and Masika are kind of looking around. Masika's just like, somebody killed a bunch of frogs. And Orvex just seems kind of reserved. Maybe just seems to be a little more judgy than usual in his weird silent way.
I'll ask him about that because he seems a bit. Well, normally he hasn't been discomforted by dead and the like.
Yeah, so he kind of looks around and gestures at all the bloody, muddy water and says, "It seems to me that this is maybe unnecessary. If it was my former employers who did this, it does not seem that such drastic measures would have been required to defeat these frogs, but you know, who am I to judge? I am not a fighter."
If I have learned anything of the Red Wizards in the last, I don't even know how long we've been here anymore, they are not kind folk.
Well, at least they paid decently for a time. Not very
It's
good
easy
on
to...
severance benefits, though.
Yes. What
So,
does this pedestal have on it?
so Orvex comes up, he starts reading it, and this part of the legend of the 9 gods is about a Commodon and a frog. Let's see here. So let's see here. The legend is so at noon, a brave, and this is the story is engraved in here, so I'm rereading it. At noon, a brave Commodon, that's the cat with the snakes coming out of it, hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuans' hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Commodon fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the river bank, and a crafty grung stole it. In her rage, Shagambi the Commodon forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang the grung forever across the sky. So basically, Shagambi don't like Nang Nang. In addition to that, there are also inscriptions that say, Nang Nang teaches us to serve only ourselves.
Teach us to only trust ourselves.
Only serve ourselves. Let's see. The room you're in, what can you guys see? There's a door in front of you, a double door, which, let's see. Yeah, that's the double door. It should have been locked. Sorry.
Oh. Whoops.
Let's see. And yeah, the doors to this area are locked with neither keyhole nor handle. Above this door, Orvex points out that it says, whoever among you is richest, bring me your gifts.
All right. Well, I guess this is where Gale starts looking through some of the fancy shit.
Sarah's gold and inventory was, significant. She still had 1,500, 1,524 gold and a ton of, I still got the list. I'd call it probably another 1,000 in gold of, just random valuables.
Yeah, Gale doesn't actually have a lot of gold at all.
Yeah, Sarah was fucking stealing all of it. She just kept shoveling it in your bag.
So really, Gale is the rich one.
Yeah, technically speaking, Gale's the rich one because it's still in their bag. It's just because Sarah couldn't carry all of that shit. She had a pathetic carry weight. I think she actually had a strength penalty. Yep. Where is Gale?
Gale's further up. He's just behind the wall that you can't see. To the north.
Alright.
Okay, so Gale, you were looking for expensive crap in the shrine. Xanthiel, you're trying to get Gale's bag of holding, I guess.
No, she didn't leave.
Or like,
That, yeah,
I guess Gale, you would know that like all of the party's shit is in the bag.
Yep.
So what do you want to do?
Question is wealth or whatever. What do we pull out?
no, it seems to just want some shit.
I guess some fancy sculptures or gems or some shit. just because I don't know exactly what to pull out for this bit.
I don't know.
You have her inventory full of fancy shit. What looks valuable?
Wait, did it say valuable? Sorry.
It
So
said the wealthiest or richest among you, or whatever.
yeah, so
Yeah, it said
the two quotes are Nang Nang teaches us to serve only ourselves, and whoever among you is the richest, bring me your gifts.
I still got half of that jade kitten statue thing. Can you
Yeah,
see?
I'll drop half of that kitten statue, I guess.
So you grab the kitten statue?
Yeah. So
Sure.
we split it in half to make sealer. And the other half was still worth 100 gold.
Oh, okay. So, Gale, you have half a kitten statue.
Fantastic.
I present half of the kitten statue.
Nothing seems to happen.
Some of the gems, I guess?
And you're pulling the stuff out of your bag?
Yeah.
Again, nothing seems to happen.
Well, that's the richest among us. Offer your gifts. There's always the serve only yourself, so I could just, you know. I'm just gonna take my stuff back!
Again, nothing seems to happen. You are, to remind you, in a place that seems to be just utterly full of incredibly valuable things.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I don't want to be going around taking all the gold and whatnot sitting around here, because that strikes me as a very, very bad idea. Not for any moral reasons. It just seems like it's all trapped, and
Just
it's a good way to get killed.
for
So,
personal health reasons?
you know, yeah. Like, if this wasn't some sort of temple that's literally surrounded by a lake of blood and tons of corpses, I would be looting the hell out of this building. But, yeah, no, I'm not taking that chance. And all of that is in character.
Well, seeing as there's no walls that I can throw you over, I don't know what to do here. By the way, why didn't you fly earlier?
I can't fly!
Goddamn. All this time I've known you, I thought you could fly.
It's a little trick I could do. I could go up and down, and I can only do it once, and that's about it.
All this time, I thought my best friend could fly.
So,
What? No!
Orvex has been watching you guys kind of debate with all the stuff going on, and he says, I think I may have an idea. Give me one moment. And he takes more than a few moments, and kind of you see him walk down the hallway. You hear banging and clattering sounds. He comes back, walks over to this side. You hear more banging and clattering, and you just hear, oh, of course it was the first place I looked. Walks back across to the other side and comes back carrying a just over the top looking chalice with gemstones and ruins and all sorts of crazy crap on it, and he just walks up to the door and holds it up to the door.
Where the fuck did you get that?
It was in all the piles of crap here. And he holds it up.
I
Go
love
ahead.
how he sees gold and gems and just sees piles of crap.
Well, you guys know it's all an illusion. Like, he spent 20 minutes figuring that out.
Yeah.
And as he holds that item up, the door clicks open and opens onto a room containing what at this point is a very familiar looking pedestal setup.
Anybody got the rope? I don't want to go in.
And Orvex just walks in and kind of examines Well, let's just give Orvex a roll here. Wow, way to go, Orvex.
God dang.
Yeah, he investigates. Apparently, he's got that skill. He investigates the statue and looks back to all of you and says, "I have a suspicion that this cube has already been claimed."
That wouldn't surprise me.
What's more concerning is who claimed it.
Well, I'm guessing it was not the kobolds.
We can put probably good money on it being the wizards.
Yes, either the wizards or perhaps the snake people. One of those two would be the most likely candidates.
So will the snake people be able to use magic? I've never seen one of their kind cast a spell.
One of them casts suggestion on you.
Oh, wow. He didn't recognize it.
Fair enough. And I think that's as good a place as any to end it, because we are at almost 12:15 on my end. So,
Oh shit!
thank you all.
Fair enough.
Time it was.
Yeah.
No, this was a fun role-playing time.
Well, I think we have more opportunity for that here than is maybe first or is readily apparent for some of the stuff going on, at least in this section. But yeah.
I can sort of see it.
Yeah. So I will hit the button. Boom.